Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Is your boy Silos once again with another one of these YouTube videos. This is gonna be the last video that I make, in less than a week. Even though that I'm already starting to do them every week, kind of. But I'm not gonna be making any more videos like that, like every 2-3 days, as far as 10-minute videos goes. The only reason for that is because I've seen that a lot of people that actually come see my videos, they're coming off of the reels. So I'm going to focus on the reels. I'm going to post every Friday a video for you guys, explaining everything of what happened, throughout the whole time, what changes, what happened. The type of video that you're about to watch right now, just a summary of the week. These kind of videos are going to be coming on Fridays. I know that I should have put them on yesterday out, but I missed it. So from now on, I'm not going to miss them. I'm going to do them every single Friday. Summary of what happened, especially because I get paid on Friday or on Thursday nights, but Friday I talk about what happened. So it's going to be, a good moment to talk and see the gains from the week. Every single day, though, I'm going to be posting a reel of 1 minute, talking about whatever I have on mind that day regarding to Bitcoin and stock investing. But moving forward with the video, you might be thinking, why do I have no money invested on Bitcoin? Well, it's pretty simple. Bitcoin is up right now very, very high. So that only means that it's going to go back down. I already cashed out the money that I thought that I was going to win. So I'm obviously not going to stay up there with the money that I can lose, right? Because this is going to go back down. So if we're up all the way to 68,000, if this goes down all the way to 62,000, I was already losing $4 from 67,000 to 66,000. It was only at 67,000 to 66,000. I was losing $4. Imagine if we went back all the way down to 62. That would have been a horrible loss. And I ended up losing only $4. And the only reason that I lost $4 was because I have to pay the fee of $4 to get out the goddamn Bitcoin investment. So I used $4 from my investments, which were $24. They were $28, and now they're $24. So I still have a profit of $24. Could have been almost $30, but oh well, no problem. And I just reinvested those back, and I made another decision also. We're waiting on Bitcoin to drop to 62K or 60K to get back in. Just a heads up on that. But that's what's going on with Bitcoin right now. One more thing about Bitcoin, I had to cut the deal with Bitcoin when it comes to how much money I invest there. Because let me just go ahead and show you what has happened with Bitcoin for the past time, for the whole time. This right here, this big downfalls that Bitcoin has had are potentially able to happen again. You're never secure. It's never just going to keep popping up. At some point, this right here is going to happen. And I just don't want to have a lot of money in there that I'm willing to lose. Because it's just going to put me on a bad spot. I'd rather play it secure. And what I'm doing now is that for every $500 that I have on stocks, I'm going to have $200 on Bitcoin. So it means whenever I have $1,000 on Bitcoin, on stocks, then I would have $400 on Bitcoin. As of right now, I don't even have $500 yet on the stock side. So I had to take $100 from Bitcoin to be able to invest more on the stock side and not be, in the same weight anymore, because I want to have more investments on the stock side. So that being said, once I hit $500 invested on the stocks, then I will be able to start investing on Bitcoin. And even then, when I'm starting to invest on Bitcoin, I'm still going to invest like I used to do, 35 and 35. The only difference is that whenever I don't invest on Bitcoin because the stocks is not at its point yet, then on the stocks, I am going to invest the whole thing, $70. So there's always going to be some investment going into the stocks regardless, because that's what is going to secure my money in the long run for now. Bitcoin is a huge money winner, short-term money gainer for me. And, if you grow with it, if you just take the gains and then keep growing with it, keep investing on it, then eventually it's going to help you make some money. So I have a different plan than everybody else. You don't have to have the same plan as me. I'm just showing you my journey of how I do it, how I believe that it's going to work. So from now, I've changed that. Every $500 that I have on stocks, I'm going to have $200 on Bitcoin. And that's the reason why we only have $125 to play with Bitcoin now. When am I going to put those $125 back on Bitcoin? When Bitcoin comes back down to 60 or 62K. Now on the stock side, I do have $388.52 invested. I've won $2.51. So as of now, I'm at $391, profiting $2.50. Where do I have my money invested at? Well, I have about $48.52, invested in the S&P 500, and I'm here winning $1.41, where I also have a dividend yield of 1.26%. So that one, actually, I like this one a lot, but not better than this one. On the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, here I have $251.80, which is my most investment. Sorry, it's $250, but I've gained $1.80. Now, this right here is something that you potentially, this is my best stock right now. You have to take advantage of this one. This is the one where you want to invest a lot of money into, because this was actually going to pay your dividends every month, every month and every year. It's going to be a 3% gain, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 3.39% gain on the Schwab US Dividend Equity. And I mean, it's going to be growing also, because I believe this stock is going to grow a little bit, probably at least to $35, probably somewhere around there. We're 28 right now, so you could potentially make some gains also real fast with it. So it's a good one for me right now, to be honest. Well, my favorite is where I'm going to be putting most of my money. The two ETFs are where I'm going to be putting most of my money. Now, I do have more money on Microsoft than I have on the S&P 500 right now. But the only reason why this happened was because Microsoft was going through a rough day that day, or I don't know if it's been having a rough week. To be honest, I haven't been looking at it. Let me see how it's doing. Well, yeah, it's been having a rough month. So I was trying to low my average cost per share, so I was just investing more money on there, because it was a 417 when I was putting money on there, and my average cost per share was at $435. So I brought it from $435 to $421 by investing, I don't know, I think $50, because I was at $20 here. So I invested $50 on Microsoft. That could have been onto the Vanguard, but the Vanguard was just up. It's high right now, so there's no point for me to invest on here right now, because I've invested at $522.19. Now, if it gets to the point where, okay, this doesn't keep going down, then yeah, that's fine. I'll invest some money. And it doesn't have to precisely be at $522. I could potentially let it go to, at least, at least 530. Right now is way too high for me to put some money in there. And that was the reason why I haven't put money on the S&P 500. It just it's kept growing too much lately, that it hasn't let me do it. So Schwab always gives me a chance to do it. So at least that one's working. Mac Natural Resources is just, playing games with me. Sometimes it makes me some money, sometimes it don't. But the 15.71% yield is worth the risk. So we're going to leave that one right there also. Now I'm waiting for NVIDIA. NVIDIA is at $138. What are we waiting for? Well, we're waiting to get back to these numbers right here. 122, 124, 100 and something. Whatever, but not up here. All this right here is bullshit. 17%, my ass. Yeah, that thing is going to come back down for sure. We're just waiting on that to happen, So what's the next move? Well, the next move on stocks is pretty easy. I'm trying to put $200 on the S&P 500 and on the Schwab before buying all of these to $100. Now, I'm seeing that I'm starting to do that the other way, upside down. You have to add NVIDIA into this one. And then whenever I have $200 on the S&P and $200 on the Schwab, and $100 on each of the stocks that I wanted to have $100 on, then I'll go to $400 on the S&P 500 and on Schwab. And then after that, I'll probably, I could consider possibly, adding a new stock, which not even consider. I will buy another stock after the Schwab and the Vanguard S&P 500 are at $400. And then after that, when it's going to be the same game plan, $800 and then $100 for another new stock. And then I'm gonna leave all my individual stocks at $100 before anything. I have to first, I believe I first have to just fill the ETFs first, and then after that, I can consider, once I have all of the stocks that I want, that I really, really just want to keep investing on, not adding anything new, just the same ones that I want, all of the ones that I already chose, and they're at $100, then I'll keep investing more than $100 on them. But while that doesn't happen, then I'm not gonna do it. The only way that I could do it is potentially on the ones that I'm willing to risk on, like Nvidia. I could probably put more money in there just to be able to, you know, gain some money. But there's no rush to it either, you know. I'm good with making $20, $30 profit. I don't mind doing that. 15, that's fine. The less you risk it, you know, and you just take your easy gains, the better. So anyways, I already told you guys the plan. You already know what I want to do this new chapter, you know. From now on is everything changes from now on, you know. It's a whole new story, and you know that's good because I have everything recorded for a whole month and 2 weeks. So you guys, if you really want to see how I made this money, you know, I have $24.58 on profit in a month and 2 weeks. A lot of people say, can you make money? How fast can you make money investing on stocks, on Bitcoin? Well, that's how fast you can make money, and that's how much money you can make. It's not a lot. Yes, it's not a lot, but the more money you have invested, the more money that you get. And I've said that before. When I thought I was a month in investing, I was actually 2 weeks, and by 2 weeks I had already made $10. You know, so imagine that. Oh, I think I was 3 weeks. I think I was 3 weeks, and I was saying that I was a month in, and I had already made $10. Less than 2 weeks later, almost 3 weeks right now, I've made $14 more, and I had made $18 more. The only reason that I don't have $18 more right now is because Bitcoin, I had to reinvest on Bitcoin because of that fee. Those $4 that I lost is the $4 fee that they charged me to get out. So just think about that. You are able to make some money, and that's how fast you can make some money. If you want to know exactly how, though, you can go back to my YouTube videos, watch them from the start. You're not far enough right now. It's probably like 10 videos, so you can go back and see what happened. I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do, but I'm going to tell you where I invested my money, when I invested my money, when I got out, how much I waited for a stock, you know, days or whatever. They're short videos. I explain everything pretty quick. So if you have an interest of that, it's right here. You know, this is how much money I have invested. It's right here. It's all right here. It's written down for you. I have $538.51 total as of 10/17/24. That's actually 10/18, but oh well. So you see that I made $24.58 profit. It's profit. So think about it. All you have to do is really go watch what I did. This is being recorded for a reason. And if this is your first time watching this too, also, then go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like. You know, show some love, and stay along for the rest of the ride. You know, we have a long way to go. I'm showing you my journey, how I'm growing. Every single Friday, I will be showing you how much we grow. If you go back to my first video, we started with $35 on Bitcoin and on stocks. So just go back and do that. Watch how far we came. $538.51, starting with $70. Thank you guys, and you have a blessed day.